All right, league members, it's time for our final tier, the top two, the cream of the crop tier in our league. And before we get started, I would like to raise a glass and propose a toast to our top two league members. You know who they are. Cam, you and I are clearly separating ourselves between the rest of the league. Right here, I just actually got a chance to try the Kirkland Signature 16-year-old malt whiskey, malt Scotch whiskey. This was only $75. Smells pretty fruity. We'll see how this goes. The first time I'm ever trying this. This could be a value play for you whiskey lovers. We'll see how this goes. That's pretty good. It's not as good as Glenlivet 15, which I think you can get at a fairly similar price, but it is pretty good. It's a fruitier. It's got a little vanilla in there as well. That's more your thing. If you like a smokier Scotch, that's not going to be your favorite, but it's definitely serviceable. And to get a 16-year-old for $75 in this state, that is pretty good in terms of your deal. So that is definitely going to. That's definitely going to work, and it's also going to work like our number 2 team, Cam Lautenschlager. Cam, this guy, he's had a couple misses this year thus far. Tank Dell has really not emerged, but he's got a lot of good elements to his team right now. James Cook and Bijan Robinson I love. I hope there's a world that exists eventually in this world where we get to see Bijan Robinson get the ball more. I'm going to be honest. I think Bijan Robinson is the best pure running back in the National Football League right now. The way he runs, he's incredible. I mean, he is absolutely fantastic. I really hope we get to see him more. He is doing probably more than last year, I think, in terms of, he's getting a few more touches. Not seeing as much Algier, but we're still seeing a little. But James Cook, I think that you have 2 RB1s on your team, and Jameson Williams has emerged, and I don't necessarily think that that's fake. And then you add in J.K. Dobbins. So your team right now, we have a 14-team league. You have the number 4 running back, the number 5 running back, and the number 16 running back. You almost have 3 RB1s on your team to go along with Metcalf and Williams. This team is excellent. I love your team. I think it's almost as good as mine. It's really, really close between you and me right now. I'm just a huge fan. I thought this team was really good, and then I played you week 1. I feel like I, stole it from you, honestly. And we're playing again at the end of the season. I think that could be a matchup for the number 1 seed. So Cam, congratulations. Here's to you, my friend. You've done a fantastic job. But there can only be one number 1, and it has to be me. There's just no other way to say it. It's got to be me. I'm the number 1 scoring team, 2-0, and I've got to be the heaviest favorite in what feels like forever against AJ this week, where the current projections are projected to win by 40 points. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Now, he doesn't have a kicker yet. I don't know if AJ's gonna. He has been known to not have kickers. So it looks like it should be 3-0 for me this week. The highlights of my team, obviously, you've got Jordan Mason, who's been fantastic. I think he's going to have a big week this week. Nico Collins and Rashee Rice at the receiver spots have just been dynamite. Absolutely fantastic players, particularly Nico Collins. Jaden Daniels has given me good production at the quarterback position. I think he's going to do well, and Henry's been really solid as well. There's not that much difference between Cam and I's team. The one thing I will say is I need Garrett Wilson and Sam Laporta to start producing. I still project them to do well, but I just need them to start doing it, especially Laporta. I mean, what is going on? You've got the Lions struggling on 3rd down and red zone, not throwing to Laporta. Yeah, I wonder why, guys. You've got to get Sam Laporta the ball. It just doesn't make any sense that he's not getting more carries. But with that being said, that's going to do it for the Power Rankings, guys. Not much needs to be said about these top 2 teams. Clearly, Cam and I are way above the rest at this stage of the season. with that being said, guys, it's going to wrap up the rankings for this week. Hope you guys like this format a little bit better. Tried to do it so that we can get the rankings out in a more timely manner. With that being said, guys, we will see you back here next week. Don't have any bonus videos for you this week. Can't really think of anything that we need to do for that. So good luck to all of you in your matchup this week, except for Jeet. I don't know. You'd have to get insanely lucky to win this week against my friend. So that being said, adios, guys, and have a good rest of your day. And let's hope that nobody else gets injured this week. I think that's the number one thing on everyone's mind. See you next.